how we can use it
in real life. To start our discussion, what
are
functions?
Functions of several variable is a function that is depends on several arguments. In a function, in every input, there is exactly one output.
For an example of a function, Hannah has a store selling handkerchiefs. One handkerchief has a selling price of 50 pesos. A. Give a function C that represents the cost of buying X number of handkerchiefs.
Let us first determine the independent and dependent variables. For the independent variable, x is equals to number of handkerchiefs to be bought. For the dependent variable, c is equals to cost of buying the handkerchiefs. The givens are x is equals to number of handkerchiefs to be bought and 50 pesos is the selling price of the handkerchief. For us to determine the function, c of x is equals to 50 pesos times the number of handkerchiefs or x. And so our final answer will be c of x is equals to 50x.
Of X, how much does Josue need to buy 2 handkerchiefs?
For evaluating a function, x is equals to number of handkerchiefs. In this problem, x is equals to 2. We will now use the function that we've made to determine how much Josue needs when he is buying 2 handkerchiefs from Hannah. C of x is equals to 50x. The cost of 2 handkerchiefs is 50 times 2. Our final answer will now be the cost of 2 handkerchiefs is equal to 100 pesos.
A piecewise function is a function that is defined on a sequence interval.
For an example of piecewise function, an upcoming high schooler named Josue will be given by his mother Hannah a daily allowance based on the number of hours he will be at school.
Hannah gives Jose 100 pesos for the first 5 hours of his classes. Hannah then adds 20 pesos more every extension of 1 class hour. A represents the amount of school allowance Jose will receive daily as a function of the number of school hours. H, he'll attend daily.
For us to determine the piecewise function, let us start with the given. 100 pesos is equals to Josue's school allowance for 5 school hours and under. 20 pesos is equals to additional school allowance every extension of 1 class hour. The independent variable is h, which is the number of school hours. The dependent variable is the daily school allowance, function of h. For the illustration, the dependent variable, function of h, is placed on the y-axis, and the independent variable, number of school hours, is placed on the x-axis. For the solution, number 1, the function of h is equals to 100 pesos when 1 is less than or equal to h, less than or equal to 5 class hours. For number 2, function of h is equals to 100 pesos plus the product of 20 times h minus 5. Only if h is more than 5 class hours.
B. How much should Hannah give Josue during Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays if his school hours are from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m.?
For the evaluation of the function, h is equals to number of school hours. Our given h for this problem is 6 school hours, so h is more than 5. Because Josue's schedule during Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., which is equal to 6 school hours. The function of h is equals to 100 plus the product of 20 times h minus 5. the function of 6 is equals to 100 plus the product of 20 times 6 minus 5. The function of 6 will now be equal to 100 plus 20 pesos. And so our final answer for the letter B problem, function of 6 is equals to 120 pesos.
To conclude everything, we use functions in real life more than we think we do. We use it in numerous economic decisions, determining proper mathematical values, and guides us analytically through transactional scenarios.